Hey yo, what's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of Chico Crypto, coming to you guys not live, not in the studio, but out in my backyard, aka what I call nature. Once again, how's everybody doing on this Friday afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world? Bitcoin isn't looking bad right now. Bitcoin bounced off of, 36, 35, high 35s, and is sitting above 37 as of right now. Bitcoin's looking tasty, and some altcoins are doing well as well. I'm sure synthetics, what I talked about yesterday, is probably going to be pushing back into the top 100 here very soon. But I'm talking about the beginning of the end for Bitcoin next week. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. It is. There is something possibly coming next week that is good or bad for Bitcoin. It could spell the beginning of the end. That's why this is the title of this video. So last week, over a week ago, 121 actually, Joe Biden, our current president, said that he is going to be releasing an executive order. Well, not necessarily he said this to the reporters. It came from Bloomberg, but insiders supposedly spilt the beans to Bloomberg. And yeah, this was a week ago, you guys. And back then, in the report from Bloomberg, which I will include down in the description, you guys, if you want to read it, it was asking federal agencies to determine the risks and opportunities of cryptocurrency. So basically, it was asking, these agencies to write reports, on crypto and what they see fit for regulations. This includes the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the SEC, Securities, Exchange Commission, CFTC for commodities and futures, but also the Financial Stability Oversight Committee, and a few others, I'm sure. And they really wanted these larger agencies to carve out roles within the government for crypto, different positions for regulations. And that includes also the State Department and the Commerce Department. So back in the Bloomberg Report last week, the executive order that Biden was going to drop. It would come out next month in February. They didn't say what time, but in February. And within the Bloomberg Report, it also said that in a couple of weeks, Biden would be getting initial things from these agencies, and he would be, reviewing it, thus creating the final draft for the executive order. Well, in the Bloomberg, the final reports from these agencies, the SEC, CFTC, and more, the reports, the final ones, they wouldn't actually be coming out until the second half of 2020. So, after June, July, sometime in that time, or maybe even longer, maybe towards the end of the year, or 2022. What am I saying, 2020? No, yeah, they wouldn't be coming out until the second half of the year. So, the regulations, if this was true, next month, this is the initial report, you guys, then these regulatory positions, these laws wouldn't be coming out until later in the year, you guys. They wouldn't be coming out next month. But now, all of a sudden, you guys, all the freaking sudden, we have new reports coming, a bunch of media outlets started dropping that this was coming sooner than next month, and it was a matter of national security. The reason he's creating this executive order is because national security is at stake. Oh, dun dun dun. So you guys, is this FUD? Is this just media picking up an old story and creating a whirlwind of fear, uncertainty, and doubt? Or is this true? He is going to be dropping the executive order next week, and it is a matter of national security, and it is going to include all these regulations and rules. Well, there's two sides to this, you guys. It could be good, or it could be bad. In my opinion, of course, this is a election year, it's a midterm cycle, if they were to release some really stiff, bad crypto regulations right now, I don't think Democrats could win freaking anything. I mean, the crypto community is very enthusiastic, you guys. I mean, when something comes out, we fight, and we fight hard, and we go down kicking and screaming. We make a lot of noise. So I do not think, it's going to hurt their chances if they're going to pass anything super bad. But it's also, there could be, the beginning of the end, because there are things coming out that kind of signal it could be bad. There was the American Competes Act, or bill, that was trying to get passed, and this would give power to the Treasury, Janet Yellen, to basically block any crypto transactions. It's very vague language, so basically anything they see fit, they can block. And this is getting passed in a bill that is, probably going to get passed by both sides because it has a lot to do with military funding. But they're just sneaking in this crypto provision. And this is all coming out at the same time. So my personal opinion, though, is I don't think it's going to be anything like the markets think. All that headline yesterday was, in my opinion, them just picking up an old story, because actually within the Bloomberg article, it said the executive draft was going to detail just national security concerns of cryptocurrency. Not this was a matter of national security, that's why we're going to draft it. So it's possible it's the beginning of the end next week. I mean, of course, you never know what these people are going to do, but in my opinion, it's probably just FUD, and we are just getting an old news story picked up. But now I want to talk about altcoins and something going down, down, down like Charlie Brown. So I talked about Solid Swap, a new altcoin project that was coming out, which was a collaboration between Cronje, Phantom All-Star, creator of Yearn, and Daniel Sesta. Well, things are crazy right now, you guys, regarding Daniel Sesta, his projects, Wonderland, Mem, Magic Internet Money. I don't know if you can call Popsicle Ice his, as well as a few others, spell, but he is involved with them. So what happened, you guys? What happened? Well, there is a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, who is in, control management of the Treasury of Wonderland, and Zirek Sifu has came out to be known as the co-founder of Quadriga CX. So if you don't know what happened with Quadriga, this was back before a lot of people got involved. Late 2018, 2019 was when all the drama was going down. But basically, it was a Canadian exchange that ran off with a bunch of people's money. One of the co-founders, Gerald Cotton, he ended up dying. A lot of people don't think that happened, but he was the one in control of all the private keys, supposedly. And yeah, a lot of people lost their money. But the other co-founder, his name was Michael Patron, also known as an Omar. He went under multiple names, which isn't good when a guy's using a bunch of names, but he made it, pretty out of there scot-free. He got some assets and nothing happened to him. Well, now we have news that the CFO, Zirek Sifu, is actually Michael Patron, and Daniel Sesta has known for a while. So, you guys, Michael, Zirek Sifu, he has been involved in the past with some pretty shady stuff, identity theft ring, running a shadow website, which included a lot of nasty stuff I don't even want to talk about. But yeah, it was not good, and he probably shouldn't be involved with, a treasury that was reaching over $1 billion. I mean, it's not there right now, but it was, you guys. So stuff is getting crazy with Wonderland right now. There is a proposal, of course, to remove Zirek Sifu from his role, and that's, people are saying, yeah, get him out. But there's also a proposal to liquidate the treasury and give it back, to the holders. Or there are also proposals getting put forward for Wonderland to turn it into a full DAO where, Daniel is out probably. Zirek Sifu, of course, is out. And yeah, it's taken over by the community. So big stuff is going down, you guys. I mean, they could end up putting that treasury in the hands of the people, or people could be getting paid out. I don't know what's going to happen because bots, you know, they've taken down the price, and then if the treasury is going to get liquidated, they're probably going to get a pretty good return if they're, you know, picked it up at the lows, and then, you know, the treasury is liquidated and paid out to the holders. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen right there. But I want to talk about, you know, Andre Cronje, because his project that he's been working on solidly is a collaboration with Daniel Sesta. And so is this going to move forward? I mean, I covered it yesterday, and I do think it is, because Cronje, he actually just put out a blog regarding, you know, what is going on. And in it, he mentions solidly, and he mentions that it's code that he is proud of, and it sticks to his ethos. So I do have a feeling he is going to take it over fully. Daniel's going to be out. I don't know what's going to happen with Wonderland, the other projects, Magic Internet Money, Popsicle, Ice. But I have a feeling Cronje is going to take it over fully. And I mean, still look at those projects, you know, that I was talking about on Phantom who got the tokens, because Cronje has actually taken in one of his Twitter profiles, he had a picture of him and Daniel Sesta together. He has taken that down, so it is obvious he is moving away from Daniel, and I think he's going to take it fully over, you guys. Well, that is it for the episode today. No live stream this weekend, but I will be having some of the best content on the tube on Monday, you guys. Cheers. I thank you guys for watching. Peace out.